Hi, we're here at CeBIT 2012. We've been coming to this show for years and years. I'm joined with Phil Jones, who's global marketing at Sapphire. Now, Phil,
Hello.
you've been doing the show as long as we have.
Yeah, I've been coming here for many, many years.
And our readers get to see it every year, but probably not like this. So we're here a day before the show starts. Now, it looks like complete chaos in here. You wouldn't think that one of the world's biggest IT shows is about to kick off. Talk us through the background of it. What goes into getting set up for this particular show?
Well, CeBIT is obviously Sapphire's largest show in the EMEA region. We start planning for this event probably about 3 or 4 months before the event. There's a huge amount of planning that goes into it. Here we have a booth which is about 96 square meters. We have to really think about the experience that we're going to be giving to visitors. So it's not just a case of let's construct something that looks beautiful. We also have to think about what are we going to show people? You know, how are we going to present our products, right? And so 4 months before we start the discussion, we start thinking about the space we have, how we want to lay it out. For us, we have a lot of customer meetings at CeBIT. So if you look at our booth, we have a large area inside where we can keep our sales and customers happy, and we're serving them food and drinks, and we have meetings going on all the way through CeBIT, probably about 115 meetings in total. So there's a lot of business that's done in there.
Okay.
And then for the people who are passing by the booth, for the end users, we have some really great product demos. Unfortunately, you can't see them at the moment, but we show all of our products, and we try to show it in a way that when people pass by, in a very short period of time, they can get a good idea about what we're trying to show.
Yeah. It's amazing the transformation that takes place overnight.
Yeah.
I mean, this will be completely different tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you said 96 square meters. Give us an idea of what kind of cost that equates to at this particular show.
Okay, so for example, an area of about 96 square meters, if you were to buy that space off the CeBIT Messe, the Messe is the German name for the organizer of the show, the Hanover Messe, you're looking at probably between 30 or 40,000 pounds just for the space. You add on the booth construction, and for us, you have to also consider that we're flying in about 25 people as well. So it's a massive, massive undertaking for us.
Okay, now the booth here is quite big, but how does this compare to, say, CeBIT or to Computex or CES?
For us, this would be the biggest booth that we do. I think part of that is because EMEA is it's one of our very important regions. There's a lot of countries in EMEA, obviously, and we have a lot of customers coming from, you know, Eastern Europe, Northern Europe, Southern Europe, the UK, wherever. So we have a lot of people coming, so we need to provide them with that space. And an event like CES, which is much more of a press-focused event, right? You're not having so many customers coming. There, we just hire a meeting suite. We put some really top-notch, latest, innovative demos on there, and we have press coming in all day for meetings, and that's our focus. At Computex, well, we have a similar setup to CeBIT. We don't actually exhibit on the show floor at Computex. We exhibit in the area, but it's mainly for customer meetings only. We don't open it up to end users.
Okay, you've mentioned you've got a big space in here for customer meetings, so let's head on in.
Come on in, I'll show you around.
Now, some of the events around the world, some of the big companies, very big companies, Microsoft has signaled that it's going to back out to CES. Obviously, Apple does its own thing.
Yeah.
Do you think that these trade shows are going to continue to be as large and as successful as they are?
I have my views about CeBIT, first of all. I think, you know, CeBIT in 2001 was 800,000 people, thousands of companies. And I think that the industry is completely different now. There's been huge amounts of consolidation. The way people are using technology is changing, so products are becoming, you might be using one product for many different purposes. And so that means that some of the traditional companies who are doing consumer type products might not see CeBIT as valuable, and they might go to a show like IFA in Berlin, for example, which is much more of a consumer electronics show. But for companies like Sapphire, we're moving into those more consumer products, but we still have a very strong footing in components. It's still valuable for us, but we are always assessing it. We're going to look at this year, see how it goes, and maybe next year we'll do something completely different.
Okay. Do you think there's a timing issue with CeBIT being so close to CES and Computex, being sandwiched in between?
Yeah, I think that's one of the issues, to be honest with you. I think also that Of the three shows, this is how I see it works. I think CES is where you're going to get the innovation. This is where you're going to get the new ideas, you're going to get the new products being launched. CeBIT is kind of in the middle. By the time CeBIT comes along, people have already got their products out, so they're showing them at CeBIT. And then at Computex, it's about getting close to the origins, isn't it? It's about getting to the source of the products. And so CeBIT is in the unenviable position of being in the middle, right? And I think that's to its disadvantage for sure.
Brilliant. Okay, Phil, thank you very much. That's a fantastic insight to CeBIT and the way it works behind the scenes. But we're going to be back at the Sapphire booth once it's up and running, so stay tuned for that at Hexus.